let's get into some matchups first. We got a lot to discuss for this week, guys. But I want to start. Why not? Let's go to Thursday night football. We got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Atlanta Falcons. Our number says this is -1 in favor of the Bucs, so no value from where we sit at the moment. But on either side. So, Seth, I guess I want to kick it to you to start. I this is another one of those Thursday night matchups where the league seems like it's just very good at picking weird and potentially non-eventful, non-exciting matchups for Thursday night. I don't know how they keep doing it.
Stinkers, I
Really,
think you mean to call them.
yeah, it's really impressive at this point. But I guess what's your analysis of this game? Because from what I was researching or thinking about earlier today is that the Bucs on defense, they are the worst against the rush, and the Falcons aren't very good rushing the ball either.
Yeah.
One other thing, Bucks are are only one of 3 teams through the first 4 weeks of the season to have a positive pass rate over expected. So they like to throw the ball. That's what their identity kind of is at this moment in time. So is there a scenario here where you see Atlanta figuring out that Tampa Bay actually sucks against the run and starting to run the ball and win a game here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good point. And to your point, we actually added this week. So you'll see that last column. We've added pass rate over expected. Yeah, I don't know. This, when you ask me what I think about this game, when I was like researching this, looking up the data, looking at what the model has, it's just like question mark after question mark after question mark. Who are both of these teams? We've just seen a lot of variance from both of them. We have this huge blemish on the record for Tampa Bay going up against Washington, a rookie quarterback. Tampa Bay, to me, is interesting because going into the season, currently, the current form we're seeing Tampa Bay is, for at least on my bingo card, the complete opposite of the team I would have thought I'm getting. What I mean by that is I'm getting a 8th overall passing offense, 9th rushing offense, but then defensively, they're actually quite poor. 11th pass offense, but 28th rushing defense. Tampa Bay is the 11th passing defense and the 28th worst passing rushing defense. So they're good on offense, but they're bad on defense. The opposite of my bingo card, right? When I think of Tampa Bay, I'm really thinking of this really good defense. That's really not the case this season. And I don't know if that's enough for Atlanta to get going. The other part of this is Atlanta's kind of been a luck box. Everyone wants to talk about that non-call pass interference about Kansas City, but they don't want to talk about the pass interference call they got last week of New Orleans. They don't want to talk about the crazy Sirianni end of the game of the Philly or the Eagles game where they end up winning. So I don't know what we're getting here. Tampa Bay seems to be the lazy dots here to connect. They've been good, so they'll stay good. I'm still not sure what we're getting out of Atlanta. To your point, though, about running the ball, 23rd for Atlanta on rush EPA on offense. Bijan, I think, is slated to be out here. So does those numbers get better? Do they get worse? I know it's kind of a two-headed back system there. It's not only Bijan, but I don't know. I'm confused. To your point of run rate and pass rate over expected, Atlanta runs the ball 6% run rate over expected, but Tampa Bay throws the ball a lot, 3% run rate pass rate over expected. So to me, if both of these kind of teams just be who they are on paper, you'd think Tampa would win by a field goal.
Sorry, just real quick. Did you see that Bijan is out?
I saw that on Sports Science, our go-to guy, he's showing that he's injured. He's on the injury report, and that I don't know if he's out, but he's on the injury report.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. Yeah, because I was looking at some props earlier today in the market, and you couldn't find hardly anything on Bijan, so that makes a little bit more sense now. So, all right, I don't know, Steve. What do you think? Because is this shaping to be another stinker, as Seth calls it?
I don't know about stinker. It's definitely not highlight, right? I'm getting on that, but I think I like the Bucks here. I mean, I really do. I mean, Seth laid it out perfectly. I mean, Atlanta is really 2 lucky plays away from being 0-4, right? And so you look at this, and what are you really getting? We asked ourselves last week: is Atlanta good? You know, coming off, their win against Philly, and then we saw what they did against the Saints. But they didn't score a single offensive touchdown against New Orleans, right? And you look at their offensive EP at negative 4.8. Like, this is a team that, give Kirk credit and getting the wins, on that drive. But this is a team, you take a step back, they really have not been putting the pieces together. And so you look at the Buccaneers offense, they're not world burners, right? But they're consistent and they're better. You throw away that one Broncos game. We saw what they did against Philadelphia. So for me, it's a lot easier to trust a Tampa Bay team who we've more consistently seen them be a positive offensive team. We've more consistently seen Baker Mayfield move the ball, move the chains as he's supposed to do, versus Atlanta team where you just don't know what you're getting, and you can't really rely, in my mind, on luck or these high variance scenarios for Atlanta to keep winning, let alone covering. So I don't know. For me, kind of I feel a lot more comfortable backing the Buccaneers here because I believe I know what I'm getting.
Okay. Yeah, this one is I wish I had a hot take on this one, but this one just like screams the good play is no play in this game. Like, I just don't know.
Yeah, save your money.
Yeah. Save it for
buy Bitcoin at 9 a.m. and sell it at 10 p.m. and just that's your gamble for the like you're literally just like, this is just, I mean, look, I think a lot of casual bettors are just gonna see this is one of those like Bucs, because Bucs are dogs, right? 2-point dogs.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah. What is it? What do you call it? What is this called? Not reverse lineman. What's the lie thing that everyone makes? We were just talking about on college, Steve.
Trap line.
This is a trap line. Yeah.
Yeah, 1.5
This
point
is
dogs.
a classic trap line. That's what people are going to say. I mean, I don't know what the fuck that means, quite honestly, but you're going to get trapped no matter what if you bet this game, in my opinion.